Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. My name is 3-Chord Dave, and yes, it's time. We have to talk about it. It's out there now. Everyone knows. There's a new Adam Jones Epiphone. Shoot me now. Hey folks, yes, there is a new Adam Jones Epiphone. I think this is the last one for a while at least, so yay! But we're going to talk about it anyway because we have to. This is YouTube and all, so being YouTube, please hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the membership join button thing, because that way you can join and see these videos early, because, you know, don't be like the normal people who watch them when they hit YouTube. Be a member, watch them early and exclusively, and get exclusive content, and be cool. I hope you're having a good day. Anyways, there's lots of links and stuff to support the channel in the description below. You can also join us for 3-Chord Dave Live, which happens at 10 p.m. every Saturday. Make sure you have subscribed and you hit the notification bell so that you never miss a 3-Chord Dave Live episode. They're very good. We talk about stuff, including guitars sometimes. So if you want to know some of the earliest information, in fact, I'll tell you a little bit later some news that I leaked on 3-Chord Dave about 3-4 weeks ago, and it went under the radar a little bit. So if you want to know stuff, come to 3-Chord Dave Live. Now let's talk about Adam Jones and Epiphone. If you don't know who Adam Jones is, you don't know who Epiphone is, all you need to know is Epiphone is part of Gibson, Adam Jones is part of Tool, and they collaborated on this guitar. And this is like the 400th version that they've brought out in the last year or 2 years, whatever. Like, who cares anymore? Lots of people, to be honest. So over the last year or so, just over a year, we've had the Adam Jones Epiphone art collection. Very nice Les Paul customs. If you're into that sort of thing, in the very, very not appealing antique silver burst. I'm just not a fan. I apologize. I know there are lots of people out there who love that finish. I do not. And that's fine. We can still love each other but disagree. It's fine. On the back of the art collection guitars, there was various prints from artists that Adam Jones is an admirer of, including his wife and a couple of other people as well. And one of them even had a little bee on the front there, which is great if you want that sort of thing. Those are $12.99, by the way, in the US. They went up to about $16.99 here in Europe at one point, so yeah, that's probably why they didn't sell them all. There was 800 of each model only, like each version that came out, there's only 800 copies. So they haven't sold them out. So you can still go buy those at $12.99. They're still there. And yeah, they probably will be there for a while. So now we have this inspired by Gibson custom version, which has come out. And people were asking me from the very first moment that I leaked the information about the Adam Jones Les Paul customs from Epiphone, which Cesar was not happy about, told me I was wrong, but I was actually correct about almost everything on the guitars. Yes, I do have to say that every time we're talking about Adam Jones Epiphones. People have been asking me ever since that day, will there be a version without the artwork? And I said, yes, there will. But it'll be after all the art ones are released. And it's exactly what happened. It's like, because it's exactly 2 months after the last art version came out. So here we are with the inspired by custom version. Now, a lot of people I've seen arguing online saying there's only one difference, or two differences, I guess. They've taken off the artwork from the back and they've added the Gibson style headstock. And that's not true. There are differences in the specs a little bit. There's like 3 major differences. So in terms of pickups, there are differences in both positions. In the neck position in the new one, you've got a Gibson custom booker, whereas in the art collection, you would have had a Pro Booker custom. So there's a bit of a difference there value-wise. Custom bookers, much better reputation. And then in the bridge position on the new one, you've got a Seymour Duncan Super Distortion, whereas in the other ones, you had a Seymour Duncan SH6, which is like a cheaper version of a Super Distortion. So all in all, slight upgrades, quite actually sizable upgrades in the pickup cavities there with what they've gone with. The new version has mother of pearl inlays, block inlays of course because it's a custom, but in the not the art collection they were pearloid, so definitely a big difference there if you're into that sort of thing. And a nice difference, something that I think is very cool, which I believe didn't happen with the art collection. I'm 99% sure it didn't happen, is this time you actually get the little circle mirror with as case candy. So lads, Epiphone have done case candy. What kind of world are we living in where Epiphone have started doing case candy? Please do start doing some more of that. Anyway, if you're a big Adam Jones fan, you'll know what I'm talking about. He has a little mirror that goes on over the custom diamond cutaway thing on the headstock, and he pops it. You can put it on or not put it on, whatever you want. And pretty much the only other difference then is that there's no artwork on this guitar except for the little design on the back of the headstock that Adam's wife Corinne Fott designed for the whole series. There is a price difference with these as well. So let's say we'll just use US pricing as a guide. $12.99 for the art collection and $14.99 for this. I think, to be honest, the upgrades, those three things, the mother of pearl inlays, the custom bucker even by itself, and the slightly better Seymour Duncan pickup in there, and the little mirror thing, all of those, I can understand why they're charging $200 more. I think that's fair. As we're talking about pricing, I do need to say that in Europe, I think these are a terrible deal because they're coming in at $1,750. So that's 1,750 euros. If you translate that price back to dollars, you're paying $1,875. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I don't think this guitar is worth $1,875. I did a little bit of work trying to figure out how much you guys in the States are actually paying. Somewhere about $1,580, including taxes, depending on the state you live in. So if you're in Europe, you're going to pay about $300 more than people living in the US for this guitar. I mean, that's worth a down payment on most Epiphones these days. So I don't know what they're doing. Those prices, it's just crazy ridiculous that that's more. And it does not cost $300 more per guitar to ship them to Europe. So something's a bit out of whack with pricing on Europe. But anyway, that's for a whole other ranty rant video that I'll do maybe next week. However, let's talk about headstocks, because this is what the big debate is going to be over the next few months with Epiphone, especially as they're bringing out not just this guitar and of course the greenie that had the Gibson style headstock before it, but now we have next month, we believe, the inspired by Gibson custom range, where all of those guitars, we've got Les Paul Standard, Les Paul Custom, SG Custom, and a 355, all with the open book style headstock from Epiphone. And they're going to be expensive guitars also for Epiphone. So the question is, do you like this headstock? Or do you like this headstock? Or do you like both headstocks? Because I like both of them. I don't see, like, I'm a fan of the Kalamazoo headstock that Epiphone have been using since the takeover. And I gotta say, I think putting the Gibson, I mean, yes, I can see the Gibson style open book headstock. I can see why that appeals to people. But if they didn't do it, I don't think less people would buy them. It's just it is a nice touch, but it's not going to make me say yes or no to a guitar one way or the other. Now, if they went all open book headstocks, I wouldn't be voting for that. I wouldn't want them to do that. I think they should keep it that some special editions get the open book style headstock and the majority of Epiphones get the Kalamazoo headstock. Doesn't make too much of a difference to me, but I do want to know what you think. So please do leave your comments in the comment section below. Is the headstock important to you? Open book headstock, or are you like me and you really like the Kalamazoo headstock and you'd be happy enough to buy a guitar with that? Because if you are, just buy the Adam Jones art collection one. Save yourself a couple $100, unless you want the custom booker and the mirror thing, which you might do. Anyways, that's today's video, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. My name's 3-Chord Dave, and I'll be back with another guitar related video very soon. But until then, take care.